Hello YouTube, welcome back to Hole. I think this is part like 53 or something like that. We're back. I have food. I have nothing in my inventory. Let me see where I was. So I have a lot of cobble. Alright, so we can do an inventory or two full. Then we'll have full inventory again. So I'm gonna need stone to make pickaxes. I'm going to need wood to make pickaxes. Let's make some sticks. Very nice. I need... Let's do 2 more shovels because that one's basically full. And then, what, like 9 or 10 more pickaxes? Okay. Throw them all together. I don't think I need another sword yet. Famous last words. Inventory feels about right. Get the cobble again. And then, yeah. I think that's all we need. I don't remember being in a rough spot. Let me turn the music up for myself a little bit. I want to vibe. There we go. Okay, YouTube, let's get back to it. Go shed as well. We got some work to do, my friends. I think I got some iron last time, too, so I'll have to check back in on my iron reserves. I'll bring that back with me, probably, or I'll bring what iron I have at base back to here. I think I'm getting close to being able to do iron armor again. Which will be nice, considering I'm trying to minimize the time I spend dead. I also feel like my audio quality has still been rough lately of stream. I'm trying to make sure that stays fine. Yeah, I'm all over the place today, chat. All over the place. I'm happy to be streaming. Today is going to be a nice whole stream. Tomorrow we have The Witness. I don't know how long the game's supposed to be. I need to look up how long it's supposed to be. I don't know if we're going to finish it tomorrow. But I can give it probably a good 4 to 5 hours. Unfortunately, Friday I will have to go into the office. So I can't, you know, pull an all-nighter playing it. But otherwise, get through a good chunk of it at least. Wow, that pickaxe felt like it went so quick. I forgot we were in a little bit of a precarious area now. Remember the witness being kind of long? Okay. Then maybe that's what we'll do on Friday as well. Because Friday is still set as TBD on the schedule. Because I didn't know what I would feel like doing, and I'd already pretty much picked a day for everything else I needed to do this week, stream-wise. That might be a good thing to do. I mean, that's even saying if I could beat it in 2 streams. I have, like I said, 4 to 5 hours tomorrow that I can use to play it. And then Friday, I mean, technically, you know, I don't have anything to do Saturday, so I could go super late. So I'll check what the time to beat is, and yeah, Brisky, depends on how smart you are, jeez. 17 hours for base game? Or is that for completion? I mean, I'm only playing it on Steam, so I'm not that worried about the completion, if that's a thing. Base game? Wow. Okay, then I guess we'll be playing it Thursday, Friday, and another day next week. 40 for completion. Okay, that's probably just a second playthrough plus misc. That's very interesting to me. I don't know why it's, like, surprising to me. I guess I just never really considered how long the game was. It's surprising just from lack of knowledge. Brisky, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Very nice to see you. chat, I carved watermelon today because Limes and I have watermelon because, when we ordered groceries, we got our groceries delivered because neither of us drive. So when, Limes and I ordered groceries last, they have been giving us, like, partial orders from somebody else every time, it feels like. I don't know, maybe it's like... I honestly can't even fathom why they're doing it. But, so we get some random shit. And last time, one of the random things we got was a full-ass watermelon that we did not order. And, Limes does not like watermelon. So, I have been in charge of eating the watermelon to make it go away. And it's actually probably been pretty good for me because it is, technically a form of hydration. But honestly, the watermelon isn't even the weirdest one or the most expensive one. We had one the other week, chat, and I want to hear your guesses on what could be more expensive than a watermelon that is a grocery store item. It was technically one unit, like it was one box, but it had a bunch of smaller units in it. I want you guys to guess what was delivered to Limes and I's door with our grocery order that was not at all ordered. It happens a lot. Yeah, the first couple times we used the service, it didn't. But the last couple, it was, like, very off. We still got pretty much everything we ordered. We just got, like, extra freebies, and I don't want some of them. I'm gonna say caviar. God. I mean, my description did kind of work with that. One unit, but with smaller units involved in it. That does technically fit that description, so well done on that front. But no, for better or for worse, it was not caviar. I don't even know if it's like... I don't think I would like caviar. I don't like fish, let alone fish eggs, but to be fair, I'm sure it's very different than fish. I feel like caviar is one of those things that's only like delicacy because one rich guy 100 years ago said it was. Now everyone's like, oh shit, now I have to be like him and also like caviar. Just because something's weird and or rare does not mean it should be important. You love the texture of caviar? Interesting. I don't even know what texture caviar would have. Like, I have no frame of reference. Like, little orbs, so smooth and just kind of liquidy? I don't know. Pop. Oh, they pop? Little eggs pop? Crunch them. Do they actually crunch, or do they just pop? They didn't look crunchy to me. We've never had it, but imagine it's kind of like roe. Yeah, I haven't had roe either. Roe is also fish eggs, I believe. From my slight Marf knowledge. There we go. Just forgot my buttons there. They pop but sound crunchy. Ah. Yeah, I think you've made me want to try it even less. I don't think I would like to pop my food like that. But jumping back to Limes and I's grocery mishaps. The item that we got was a big-ass box of eggs. We got delivered 60 eggs. Neither of us routinely have eggs, and I don't even like them, period. So Limes was trying to think of, like, what the fuck can I make in bulk that uses this many goddamn eggs? So I could just, like, use them up, but also, like, not have to continuously make eggs, I guess. There's these, like, egg bite things that Limes likes. So I think she's gonna try to figure out how to make those. A big cake? God, I wish pastry was here. How big of a cake would 60 eggs make? Assuming standard proportions. Like a mini quiche? Yes, I think so. I think typically Limes had gotten them previously from, like, Starbucks or something. I think they were, like, spinach egg bites, maybe? Something like that. Normal cake is, like, 3. You could make a 20x cake. Odd. I'm not one to say it, but I might say it, chat. That might be too much cake. Egg and egg cheese ones, those also seem like they would fit the style. I don't think they'd be good because I don't like eggs, but... Fave egg is egg in a basket. How does egg in a basket work? Clearly, there's some components to egg in a basket that I'm not understanding by the name. Just bopped myself in the face with my mic, by the way. Take bread. You put the egg in the bread? That just sounds like egg bread with extra steps. Well, I guess, no, the exact same amount of steps. Bread covered in butter. Okay, that is standard bread behavior. I'm on board so far. Cut out the middle. Alright, you cut out the middle of the bread. Put it in the pan. Oh, and you, like, cook the egg in the middle of the bread in the pan? Oh, I have heard of that before, actually. I have no clue if it's any good. Clearly it is, since you say you like it, but... I'm also not that much of a bread guy. I'm very, like, specifically bready. Like, I don't like a lot of bread, but I like some bread. I toast the middle as a little buttery cracker. Very nice. Except that would require the bread to be crunchy, and I don't like crunch, so I would not like that piece of it either. Whoops. Also, chat, because I know all of you care, the Phillies are winning. Hee. You should all eat it just buttered. Yeah, I mean, I like buttered bread. I do not like egg. My favorite, I think I've said this on stream before. One of my favorite snacks as a kid. Oh, that was lower than I thought. Whoops. One of my absolute favorite snacks as a kid that my mom would make for me. We just called it cinnamon toast, but it was bread. You toast it. You put butter on it. You put cinnamon on it. You put sugar on it. Yum, yum, yum. I should put bread on our shopping list and use that a little bit. We have a good toaster oven, so that'd probably work pretty well. Because I also don't like, you know, believe it or not, chat. Believe it or not, I do not like having my toast be toasted very much. I really just want the bread to be in like an 80-degree room for a couple hours. That's kind of what I'm looking for out of my bread. I still want it soggy. I don't want any crunch, God forbid. And I want it like lightly golden. But it still has to be floppy and flimsy. Lukewarm bread, exactly. Egg in a basket was your fave kid snack? Very nice. Wow, no, wow, no. Now I kind of wish Luke's last name was Warm Bread. I'll say it. Luke and I need to play more of Egg Game. I think we're going to try to finish it. But we need to schedule stuff. We also need to start trying to schedule Unopoly. Such an egg focus stream. Yeah, it's been pretty heavy on the eggs, and it is my fault. I did start it. Well, technically, you guys did, because caviar is fish eggs. And that was your guess. So you guessed eggs. But you were still wrong, even though the answer was eggs. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel, chap? You were right, but you were so wrong. Wow, no, wow, no. You don't feel anything about that? All right. Ow. of broken. Get these out. Get this in my inventory. Okay. I don't like there's an Enderman nearby. So chat, the reason I have to work from home tomorrow, even though I didn't necessarily want to, not that I didn't want to, I always want to work from home, but like I didn't want to have to ask to work from home tomorrow, is because my insurance is very annoying. So with my insurance that I have through work, I obviously have a prescription plan, so I can get medications that help me function. But for any prescription that is a maintenance prescription, so something that you just take indefinitely just to keep up a certain thing, they make you get it through home delivery, which, you know, is typically fine. And they also try to like help you out a little bit by like, hey, you know, whatever prescription you get, we'll let you do a 90-day prescription of it, so you only have to get it delivered once every 3 months. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, that's actually kind of helpful. But then for me, one of the medications I take is a controlled substance because it's an ADHD medication. It's a stimulant. So there's two things about that are bad. The first part about that's bad is they do not let you do more than a 30-day prescription of it because it's something that is abusable. So they don't want people to have too much of something they can abuse. And second of all, I have to sign for the package. And I am almost never home because I'm working during the day. And even when I am home, since I live in an apartment building, the way the building is set up, they don't have a good way for people to contact me from the lobby. And they won't let me do... They won't let me just, like, give them my phone number to have them, like, text me or call me when they get here. That's just not something they offer. That I'm not, like... Sure, it would be cool, but I understand why they don't do that. So, basically what happens, like, on a schedule, basically, at this point, is whenever... So, it takes several days to get delivered to me, first of all. Because it is, just far away as their distribution center, so it takes a very long time to get to me. And then once it does get to me... the USPS driver has to leave a note in my mailbox in the lobby saying like, hey, sorry we missed you. So then I need to go back and have that checked. And so the options I have there are to have it redelivered on a different day, which would not help me because it's just going to be the same thing again. They're not going to be able to get a hold of me. My only other option that I have is to go in person to the post office to pick it up, show an ID, and sign for it. So not only does it take like 4+ days from the time I deliver it for it to get to me, when it does get to me, I still have to wait another day. And then it gets worse because this last time for this week, it was attempted delivered on Monday. Okay, sure, I wasn't there to get it because I don't know when to be in the lobby to pick it up, yada yada, whatever. So I get the notice. I go Tuesday during a break at work during my lunch, to go to the post office to pick it up. And they're like, oh yeah, the truck with the packages from yesterday hasn't come back yet to drop off their packages. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I did not get my package because it wasn't there yet. And so I left, when I was there, I left a note with my name, number, details, whatever. And they said they would call me when it came in. And it never came in on Tuesday. And so we're here today, Wednesday, still on my medication. And I worked in the office today. So there was no chance for me to go get my medication. That's why I had to ask my boss. I was like, hey, listen, I don't have my meds. I literally have one pill left of this. So I need to get the meds ASAP. And I work from home tomorrow, so there's only 1 hour tomorrow during my entire workday where I'm not stuck in a meeting. And I have to take that goddamn hour to go to the post office to get my medication. I can't take my lunch, and I can't do actual work that's not meetings. Actually, I wish I could pull up my calendar to show you, but obviously it has, like, information on there I don't want to show. The blocks of time are absurd of when I have meetings. It's absurd. Way too many meetings. Way too long. All the meetings. And literally tomorrow, I have a stretch of 2 hours that's literally just 4 30-minute meetings back to back to back to back. But thank God I'm going to be remote, and thank God most of the meetings don't make me turn my camera on. Because that way I can just have my camera off. I can roll my eyes if anyone's being dumb. And I can sometimes get some work done on the side depending on how involved I need to be in the meeting. So, fingers crossed that tomorrow is still a decent day, all things considered. I think I have messages from Limes I should check. Hold on, chat. But yeah, work has been very busy lately. And it's, you know, always a good and bad thing, because I like being busy. I mean, I wish it was sustainable, the level of busy I am right now. Where, instead of it being sustainable, I am, chomping at the bit to try to get things done and cleared off my plate so I'm not drowning, and I'm also not, like, leaving things too long where people can get mad that they're not done yet. And I'm in no way at risk of being in trouble, because everyone around me knows how much work I do and how much things would break if I just wasn't doing them. So I have the respect and the space to do my work, but I don't like making people wait. And my to-do list, I think either early this week or the end of last week, it's been a little better since then, but it topped out at 61 items on my to-do list. So, to be fair, like, at least 10 of those were things that were just on there to remind me they existed, and I was still waiting on something from someone else, so I couldn't complete them even if I wanted to. And obviously nobody was expecting me to. But I don't like it. Big numbers are good, but I want the big numbers to be completed tasks, not open tasks. But this has been a very satisfying mountain to chop down, too. We're nowhere near the bottom either, so I'm going to have to dump stuff off before I get to the bottom of this, just based on current inventory management. Sorry, not sorry, chat, but Limesy deserves responses, so I text back the Limesy Limes. And let me also pull up something else up on the side, because the Phillies game is over. They won. Okay, that's better. Chat, are y'all playing any games right now? I've been... Oops, that's going to be a problem in a second. I haven't been playing too many games off stream. But there was a while where I was, like, wanting to play everything at the same time. I'm still doing... I need to finish Kingdom Hearts 1, the last achievement I need. I've also been going for... That's Steam, so Steam achievements and whatever. I also only need a few more achievements in Enter the Gungeon, which is exciting. That'll be a good completion to have done. There's another game I was playing on Xbox, Absalom, which I also only need a few more cleanup achievements. So like a bunch of games I'm like semi-close to getting the achievements on, except Gungeon is extremely grindy. Absalom I need to look up guides for, and Kingdom Hearts is gonna be a slog just because the game's pretty long. Not gonna be hard, it's just gonna be long. So I've really just been torturing myself in my free time with games lately. But yeah, typically I only play games off stream if I'm going for achievements at this point. And even on top of that, it's typically games I've played before on stream, but not always. Like Absalom was a game that I never played on stream, but it off stream from start to finish. And that one was kind of with Limesy as well, because I was playing it one day and she started to watch me playing it and she was getting pretty into the plot. So it got to a point where I stopped playing it unless she was there to watch me play. So many snowballs. This will be the last line I do before I have to go drop stuff off in the chests. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. I've been staying away from most of the Kingdom Hearts 4 stuff, but when did they say the game's supposed to release? Late next year? Or is it beyond that? I feel like they did say at least a relative release window. I feel like it was like Q4 of next year or something, but I have bad memory. And obviously I was trying not to get spoiled, so I was careful of what I looked at. 2027 sounds right? Okay, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2028, but I thought I had read 2027. I'm going to start running into trouble here with the bottomless pit soon. I do not know how I'm going to handle it yet. Because it would be a lot easier to handle if I had pickaxes with which to do so. Yeah, this is like really bad actually. I think I can make this jump. Yes, okay. So that will be a future Marth problem. That will be a Marth with a full set of pickaxes problem. Did anyone else see the YouTube announcement of how they're going to start calculating views based on any video load? I think previously from what I had seen, it was like it took 30 seconds for somebody watching it for them to count as a view. And now it'll just count 1 second of them watching. And you'll, as a creator, you'll get credit for the view. I don't think it's going to be retroactive, which will be interesting to see like the change over time of how these things go. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really care because view metrics don't really matter. Obviously, as a creator, they do. But even so, it matters more as a creator for watch time than it does the actual view number. So I think that's probably why YouTube's like, okay, I guess we can technically just be more accurate with it. At least that's how I'm taking it. Yeah, overall, I think it just kind of is what it is. And I don't think there's much to talk about with it. I just thought it was interesting of, like, why now? Which, again, like I kind of already said, just as why not, maybe? I don't need 18 pickaxes. Let's do 12, because I had not enough last time, technically. Okay. Fix back, cobble away. Still have space in here for one more round of cobble. I think we'll do one more inventory, and then we'll start trekking some stuff back for a while. And then we should still have more than enough time in the stream after that to get more mountain carving done. I always feel weird about ending a stream on carving into the mountain. Oh, no, on trekking stuff back. I want to end the stream carving into the mountain. But sometimes it's not feasible, and then even if I end the stream with carving, I would have to start the next one trekking stuff back, which feels like a weird warm-up kind of vibe that's not super interesting to me. But yeah. So I think this one will work out well, this stream, where I think I will be able to start by digging, trek stuff back, and still end by digging. Well, logistics, exactly. Listen, you don't pick a methodical project like this without thinking ahead a few steps. Also, this is part 53, I think, of Whole. What? Why? It might be 54. It's something. It's in the low 50s. But, doesn't feel like it's been that many parts. But it also feels like it hasn't been enough parts because of how long calendar-wise I've been doing this. But obviously, I took a while off for my schoolwork that I was doing. And then even when I was doing a Whole, some weeks I was just doing too many collabs, so I didn't have a day for Whole. It's been interesting. I keep forgetting that I can put something in my secondary hand during the excavation phase here. Because, like, when I fill up my inventory, I just go back. But I technically have one more stack I can use as a buffer. If I have a little more juice left in the tank to be able to do something. Okay, here's where the problem becomes apparent. I can still make that jump. But then once I get there, I'm going to have to start carving down into that abyss from the other side once I get access to it. So I can make stairs all the way up on that side and then connect the stairs to this side. So that's some more Whole logistics for you. I thought I was going to miss the jump. I'm going to be entirely honest with you, chat. But I made the jump. So now we can do more of the overhang carving like this. And then I'm going to keep stairs for myself. I'm going to keep it as stairs. This is a little bit different than I have done it in the past, but I think this will be more effective. Instead of leaving myself gaps I can't recover from. Okay. I don't like that there's a zombie down there just chilling. I need to break this roof so he starts frying. Oh, he's starting to fry a little bit. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay. Okay. We're building something here. Well, the opposite of that, but you get the gist. See, I kind of want to just keep going that way, but I know better. Okay. Ooh, I can even take another one down here. Was that smart? It wasn't dumb, so I'll take it. I still have a way to get back up from here. Yo, I beat you, Keen. Oh, it's you. You're back. Hey, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for sticking around, Peachy. That's a lot of numbers. That is 54 months. One of the long... Well, yeah, I think you're probably second to Limes in Substreak right now. Yeah, I hope you've been doing good, Peach. It's been a while. We haven't gotten to chit-chat. Hope life's been good. I saw you were partying on social media. I hope you've been enjoying yourself. I hope everything else is going well as well. And we have a good song coming on from the lo-fi. Let's go. Ba-da-dum. Ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. See, I wish I could collect all of this cobble, but I know better than to really push the issue right now. So drunk on Saturday. Yeah, that's fair. It happens. Yeah, I mean, I really wish I had an excuse to drink more. Not in the sense that I want to be an alcoholic, but I do enjoy silly drinky times with people. What's up, Peach? What do you got? Have I heard of Ledger Bound? No, I do not believe I have. Is it a game? I assume it's a video game. But from that name, I can't actually glean a lot of context of what the game would even be. It is a game. All right. 1 for 1. Good job, Moof. It's very funny. Ooh. I like funny video games. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum. Bam bam bam. Also, Peachy, has Limes been keeping you updated on her Dungeon Crawler Carl progress? Because she has been making progress. Super sexual sometimes. I gave her steam. Yeah, I'd have to see about that. Because, yeah, there's only so much I care to put on the screen on stream for that. It depends, though. It's always contextual. Book 2 last you heard? That might be true, but she's at least very far into book 2. She now owns book 3. You knew she'd love them? Yes, she has been fairly well hooked. So you made a good rec for her. So props to you, Peach Peach. Peach, I know you like kind of just visited, but you need to come visit again. Hi, Key. You're reading them faster than you thought you would. Yeah, she's a slow reader in general. Nobody disputes that. But she's been really, like, consistently reading this. Been reading, like, almost every day kind of vibe. Alright, I wanted to collect what I could of this stone. I need to keep the stairs going, though. Yeah, because she got the first book as paperback, and 2 and 3 she's gotten the hardcover for, and I think she said she wants to get the hardcover of 1 then as well, just to have the full hardcover set eventually. And she's starting to make her sisters read the book too. So she's also preaching the gospel. Bonk. Cult grows. Yes, I will eventually read the books as well. I have just not really been in the mood to read lately, and Limes knows that, so she's starting with her sisters instead of me. Reaper? Yeah, I hope life's going well, Peach. We need to talk more as well. I feel like I just, like, don't text you. I mean, I have trouble texting people in general. I'm just not a good first texter. Which is not very fun to be the person who has to text first all the time. So I feel bad about making people do that a lot. So I'm gonna try reaching out to people more. I've been doing that a little better lately. I mean, obviously, you know, I need to do it longer for it to truly count, I guess, in my eyes. But I messaged Liam, I messaged Shiloh, so I'm messaging some people first now. I don't know where that creeper went, but I'm a little concerned that I don't know where it is. Whatever. Future problem. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Miss Liam, haven't seen him much. Yeah, I mean, until recently, he hasn't been around that much, and even still now, I haven't been able to get a hold of him in a little bit. So I'm hoping he's all right, but I'm sure he's just busy. I know he is graduating soon, I believe. Shout out to me doxing him if you didn't want that shared. Whoops. But yeah, I've been trying to catch up with him a bit. Bum 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 ba da dum bum. Ah, not that. I thought that, but I also want to get rid of this shovel so I get the inventory space back from it. Whoops, that wasn't a jump. I think I can make this. It's not a sprint. Okay, well, that was a sprint, but not great. Okay. There we go. I knew I could do it. Okay. Something else fell that wasn't me, and I'm a little concerned about it. Well, future problem. A spider somewhere. Okay, well, I don't like that it's a spider because it can be anywhere vertical as well. Okay. Alright. I now have a way back home again, so I can go back to mining as per usual. Did Limes message me back? Oh, shit. Whoops. How long did I leave her waiting? Oops. That's... Alright, whatever. Hopefully not long. Okay. You hate the spider noises? You think they're the most scary? They're pretty bad. The zombie ones are annoying, or they're, like, bad when they, like, scare you, when it's, like, the first one you hear, and then after that, they're just kind of annoying. But the spider one, even if you're expecting it, it's kind of like, ugh. The drowned is another one that's, like, a little rough. The gurgling is unsettling. Creepers, obviously, with the blowing up sound, it's fight or flight, but then it's kind of just like whatever after that. It's not like one that can come back to haunt you, really. Enderman is just kind of like, okay, now I have to be careful of which direction my camera's pointing. That one I don't care about really either. So much snow. So much mountain remaining. Creeper. Oh, you're gonna try to blow me up from over there, aren't you? Alright, I think I jumped him. Oops. Okay. Excuse me. For some reason I thought that was an iron shovel, and I got very worried that I was using something iron when I don't have the iron to spare. Okay, limes. Okay, cool. Okay. Back to it. Wish it was not nighttime in the game any longer. But it will not last forever. Okay, then pause here to respond again. Is that the Liz? Hi, Liz. Howdy, Liz. Why am I going this way when there's a skeleton there? Ouch. At least you're shooting that way. Ouch. Oh, he fell to his death. I win. Liz up to 11 hole pumps. Let's go. Liz, I hope you're doing good. I hope travel's treating you well. I hope you're done with travel. You have not missed much. We were talking about eggs, dungeon crawler Carl. What else did we talk about? Talking about how I'm trying to get better at talking to people and being like the first to reach out to people. Yeah, I think that about sums it out. You're done banana must face unpacking. It can't be that bad. It wasn't even a week trip. How bad could it be? I'm gonna have to double check if my vertical is the same here. I don't know if I'm doing that correctly. There's stairs on either side of this thing. Not bad, but you're tired? That's valid. It is 9 o'clock, I guess. Oh, there's the spider from before. Hey, can you just, like, stay on the wall and not bother me? Thanks. I gotta hug the wall. Okay, well, that works out. Anyway. He didn't listen to me. He didn't hug the wall, and then, he died. Chat, listen to me, smile. Don't want anything bad to happen. Smile. Getting ready for tomorrow? Yeah, you do get up early for work. That is a thing. You're just gonna get your work things ready first and deal with it another day. Yeah, I mean, as long as you have enough to get you through work tomorrow, you can always do it after work tomorrow, the rest of the unpacking. There's no, like, rule you must follow for unpacking. Just follow your soul. Believe it. Or something. Okay. More mountain. Alright. Getting through the snow caps. Oh. Hey, buddy. See you later. You probably lived that, I'm gonna be honest. Expecting him to be back here. In the meantime, more mountain. Probably eat food in case I get into another fight. Okay, so this is 112. Okay. Oops. I need to make sure on the other side that I'm digging into 112. Just to make myself feel better, honestly. Chat, I am so excited to play The Witness tomorrow. I did not realize it was supposed to be that long of a game. So I'm going to get a lot more content out of it and more, hopefully, fun. I'm going to be mad if it makes me mad. I mean, that's, I guess, alright, self-fulfilling, but I don't want to be mad that I can't think out the puzzles. I want to actually enjoy the struggle. And the sun is rising. All is right in the world. Yum. Chat, we're not going to be able to finish Dokapon until, like, mid to late, September because of scheduling. Okay, so I am actually at the right vertical. That's pretty good. We kind of knew that going into this most recent part, but there was just no way of making it work to end it, so we have to do another one. We're just hoping it doesn't line up with some of like the special bonus stuff for September on Twitch, because I mean, however you feel about Twitch right now, that's besides the point. Regardless of that, people still make use of the September benefit to some extent. So we're hoping that doesn't make us restart our run, because that will take a very long time to fix. I still have 6 more pickaxes. We're good. Ooh, we got iron coming up. Chat, are you ready for some iron? I am. Might be back to iron armor soon. Oh, it's a lot of iron. Oh, it's at least 5 iron. Let's go. That's a helmet. Let me think. For a full set, it is 8 plus 7 is 15, plus 5 is 20, plus 4 is 24. So it's 24 iron for a full set of iron armor. An iron sword would be cool too if I have enough for it. Iron pickaxes are at the bottom of that because they get burnt through so quickly. The sword will at least last me a good amount of time and might actually save my life one day. So I would prioritize that over the iron pickaxe at present. I'm also wondering how much iron I should ever keep in reserve. Because, like, do I keep enough to replenish my armor if it starts to break? Do I YOLO it and not really conserve any? Like, I unfortunately have options, and I don't like having options. It's also been so long since I've played Minecraft normally. I don't know if I want to, though. Like, I don't know really what I would do playing Minecraft normally anymore. I would just think of some stupid project to do like this, and that's barely Minecraft normally anymore. I don't want to build a house. I want to organize shit, so I could organize people's shit for them, I guess. Other than that, I just want to do weird, wacky projects that are time and resource intensive. Yes. Snowballs. Only 1 stack I had. Yeah, inventory is running low quickly because of the added iron and string. I think those are really the things that were quote-unquote unexpected for this. I remember building a Unikitty statue that actually became an entire building. That's actually pretty meta. Very darn cool. Yeah, the best thing... Whoops. Best thing that I ever made in Minecraft was a working item sorter. Where you would throw all of your stuff into one chest, and it would literally sort it into several other chests below the surface. Like if you came home from exploring or something and you just wanted to dump all your stuff off, you could, and it would still be perfectly sorted when you wanted to go to it next. That was the most impressive thing I think I've done. Limes made a pretty good rail system. She also made... I don't know if it fully worked. I don't know if she ever got it to fully work. But she made an actual, like, clock tower with the actual time on it. Made out of redstone and redstone lamps and stuff. I think it was, like, slightly off. I don't think it ever perfectly worked. And I also don't remember if she built it in survival. She might have just done that in creative, but it's still a cool project regardless, of course. Like, I'm just not creative enough for a lot of the building stuff in Minecraft. Like, I also just don't care about what things look like, typically. As long as they're, like, objectively sound and, you know, structurally sound. Adding redstone to the hole? No, I'm taking all the redstone out of the hole, Zufio. SMH my head. Hi, Zoof. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you, friend. I keep meaning to reach out to you on Discord just to say hi. We should really talk more than just when you pop in my chat. I've been trying to be better about that. I was saying that in chat earlier as well. I've been doing it for a couple IRL friends too. I messaged a couple of them today that I hadn't messaged out of the blue in a while. Hi, Liz. Hi, IRL friend. It's a busy life. It is. It's not an excuse, but it is. Pickaxe. Oops. Hobble in inventory. Liz, please. Also, chat, my watch just told me to take a break. Am I... What? Am I being active right now? It's also been more busy for you, less time to talk to all friends on your end too. That's fair. Are you doing like more hours or something, Zoof? Or is it just you're too drained from work so you don't have the energy to do everything else? Guess for me it's been both. Smile. Minecraft is too heart pumping? Well, it could be the fact that I've been fucking eating watermelon and literally water with minerals in it is enough to break my whole entire body. More stuff at work. Okay. I mean, mood. I've been experiencing that as well with my job. But some of it's kind of sort of cooled down. But, well. Doesn't watermelon have sugar? I mean, natural sugar, I guess. Sure. But something that I learned that now you all must learn. The concept of a, like, sugar high is, fake. Sugar does not give you more energy. Like that. Like, it doesn't give you more, like, immediate, like, jittery, jumpy, run around energy. Shut up, Liz. But yeah, I was looking into some of, like, the science around it. If you're since when do you listen to Liz, of all people? Come on now. I'm the whole expert. I was looking at some, like, the research around it or whatever, and, the idea of, like, the sugar high and, like, you know, kids, or sugar makes kids hyper is really just, it's literally, like, it would be considered an old wives' tale, I guess. And the whole gist of it is that it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you tell kids that sugar makes you hyper, they're going to think it does and just act that way. And also, if kids have sugar and start acting that way, their parents are going to report their kids being more hyperactive. When in fact, they're not. And I don't remember the exact, like, studies from it, but I know one of the studies they did was literally having, a bunch of kids run around, and then having adults like say like, hey, did these kids seem hyper or something like that? And when it was parents rating that for their own children, they rated them much higher in terms of hyperactivity than they did for other children. Something like that. So it showed that it really was just the assumption that it gave you more energy. But like it was like a placebo trial too. So like when the parents, saw their kids being more hyperactive and saying like, yeah, they had sugar, makes them hyperactive, they were actually in the placebo group. So they were not made hyperactive by sugar. That's a very interesting one to me because that was something that I was told a lot as a kid. Is that like, no, you can't have sweets late at night because it'll make you hyper. I mean, there's probably still plenty of other reasons not to have sweets at night, but not that one. What if it's the same with coffee? I don't know. Because obviously the effects of sugar and caffeine, they're both, like stimulating things. Test it. I don't like coffee. I hate coffee. I also don't have any caffeine intake. I have plenty of sugar intake, but I don't have any caffeine intake in my life. I don't like coffee, so I don't, take in caffeine that way. And even Sprite is a non-caffeinated soda. It's also just like kids are happy and are excited from the sweets. Yes, that definitely adds to it. Even regardless of the kids, like, whether they were told about the hyperactivity or not, the general joy and boost from the joy of that would definitely compound. Sweets are tasty. Can we get a fact check on Zufio? I don't trust him. Somebody fact check. Honk. Need a Liz fact check? Yeah, Liz. Come on. We need our resident fact checker. Your Wi-Fi cut out? What's happening? Zufio says that sweets are tasty, so we need a fact check on that because I don't trust him. You are now the resident fact checker. All right, Zufio, you live today. Let's bailed you out. Oh, whoops, I have notifications. Okay. You never know if Zufio, so I have to make sure I check him. Most people would, unless they hate sweets. There are people who maybe not hate sweets, but they don't care for sweets. I don't necessarily trust those people either, but Ooh, thank God it didn't get rid of that iron. I didn't even realize there was gonna be more iron. I forgot about it already somehow. Woman in it. I'd love to see it. Chat, I want to play more Munchkin, the board game. If anyone knows that game, it is one of my favorites, especially lately. But it requires 3+ people, so Limes and I can't just like play it on our own. And we've also had like a, technically not a bad habit, but a bad habit of picking up expansions for it. And the only reason that's a bad habit is because we barely play the game, so we can barely even use the expansions. And a lot of that, well, not a lot of them, but some of them actually add new concepts to the game that have like learning curves. So last time PG Keen visited, we played Munchkin. And it was a very contentious game, by the way, of Munchkin. We were able to use like one of the expansions, but another one was like, all right, this is Peachy's first time playing. We don't want to add too many concepts, especially something that Limes and I don't know and can't just teach innately. So like, we haven't even used some of the newer stuff we have. But I want to play it more. I need more people to play it with and excuses to play it. So Liz, that means that you and Tristan and Co need to play Munchkin with us more. The problem with expansions, yeah. Apparently Munchkin does them very well, though, and in the sense that they all really fit and they don't really break the game by adding them in. Video games tutorials exist, true. I mean, that's actually one of the things with Munchkin, though. In the rule books, because it's a very tongue-in-cheek kind of game, in the rule book it says, you know, if there is a problem with a rule where, you know, somebody doesn't understand or doesn't like, it feels like something falls outside of what the rules have built out. It says something like, you know, have the person who owns the game make the final call, or like fight to the death to figure it out. Oh God, am I not gonna be able to get this emerald? Correct. All right, well, I need to bring my iron pickaxe with me next. And quite all you be down. Yay, thank you, Liz. I like playing games. Wording whoever explains it. So, I mean, the wording is obviously objective, so that is what it is. But the explanation thing, that is where it comes down to the disagreements about the interpretation of the language. So that's where you really gotta duke it out. Liz, remember when we played a Pandemic and we were gonna do Pandemic Legacy? I remember those days. And the game that's been sitting in your table unopened? Yeah, that one. Because I remember in college, Liz and I played Pandemic a lot. It was one of our go-tos. And then there's Pandemic Legacy. It's like, oh my God, when the game ends, it doesn't actually end. You kind of sort of keep going for next time. And that was such a cool concept. But then we just never got around to it. So we need to do like drinky board game nights more. What I'm hearing out of this. We can do Pandemic and Munchkin and stuff. Ba-dum bum. Alright, I can sleep the night off now. Yo, is that Rose? Long time no see, Rose. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you, friendo. You don't know if you shut the game again? It's our Jumanji. You like holes? You sure do, and we're glad you do. Never been happier. Okay. Try to get everything organized here. Well, in order to do that, I need to start smelting some stuff too. How much iron do I have in here? Oh, I have enough for an iron armor set. Let's go! Bye, Liz. Keep the stream on while you shower so you can still be caught up with the banter. Doing all right, going through some family stuff. Sorry to hear family stuff's happening, but hopefully you're able to get through it and come out the other side and make it all work out in the end. We're glad you're able to hang out with us at least for a little bit, too. That's nice. Oh, really? Damn it, I placed cobble. I don't have a pickaxe built. Well, I have to get the iron one out anyway. Let me just do this, I guess. Alright. We're getting that back. Let me go get this emerald before I forget, because I'm absolutely going to forget. Okay, I have room for it. And then, start getting ready to shuffle some stuff back and forth for a bit. We're almost done with the hole. Sure. Chat, nobody tell Rose. Nobody tell Rose that we're at part 50-something and we have a lot more to go. Sorry, I had to cough. Rose, why would you want the hole to be done when that means no more hole? Got 1,000 times 1,000 blocks to go. Zufia, that is such an understatement. I cannot even begin to tell you. We're gonna start filling back in the hole. I do that enough myself. I fill up the ocean. Doing enough of my own self-sabotage there. What, Zufia, are you a seal? What's going on here? Create a second hole? Where would we put the second hole? We can't put it in the first hole. There's a hole there. Where are you trying to put a second hole? Holes is better than one. God damn it. It had to be done. I don't make the rules. Rose, between you and Nemo, I feel like that's a majority of my quotes. Okay, iron's done. We'll start the copper going. These belong there. That belongs there. That technically belongs there. Bubble, I have some gravel. Gravel belongs there. Granite does actually belong there. Okay, cool. First one was about a yumping lesbian dog. Yeah, that's Peachy's fault, though. Okay. Let's put a lot of our stuff away here. I guess I'll keep my sword, just in case. And we'll bring all this cobble back with us, and we'll start with this. Okay. And then there. I'm not gonna make my iron armor until I come back from dropping stuff off a few times, because I feel like I'm gonna take weird damage on the way there and back from like mobs at night or something. Other Peachy's fault. Sorry, Peachy Keen. It's Peachy Light's fault. Peachy Light is the one with the lesbian yumping dog, I think. Georgia here's so many peaches. Ooh, that's a good compliment. Let's go. Oh, it's Emmy's dog? Okay. Yeah, I get the wires crossed sometimes. Also, chat, I did some random mental gymnastics for no good reason that gave me like a mental flashback. So I saw Peachy Keen call Zufio Zoofy, and I was like, oh, that makes funny. And then it's like Zoofy-O would make Zoofy O's. And then I remembered there was like a project I did in like 1st to 3rd grade, somewhere in that range, where I made a cereal box that was something O's. And I don't remember what the project was. I think it had to be based off of a cereal box based off of like a book. And I still don't remember what the box was, but I know I made O's as a part of it. I was spoofing Cheerios for it. So that gave me a random half mental flashback thing. So thanks, Peachy. Listen, the train of thought only derailed when I couldn't remember what the fuck the fake cereal box name I made is. Alright, Peachy. Peachy, grow the fuck up. At least I have limes. Get fucked. And I've actually been good lately, so Limes does not want to leave me. Currently. Actually, I'd be more concerned if Peachy wasn't crying. TBH. Alright, I've made it home. Wandering Trader's still there. My farm's still there. Chickums. Alright, everything's right in the world. It's not your fault you got ghosted by your last boyfriend. Are you single again? I didn't. What? Why haven't I heard about this before now? It feels like pertinent information in your life. Checking more. Apparently I need to. I figured that was something that I would get checked in with, but I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking that. I might bring my gravel with me back to my sub base. Ooh, and the dirt. You know, that's actually a good idea. I'm gonna bring these. Happened right after you got back from seeing us. Oh, shit. Well, you still could have told us. We would have been there for you. You know this. Alright, nothing else from here I need right now. Those are very misc blocks. I do not need those. Food plants. Okay. I got plenty of wood already. We're good there. Valuables. More iron. Wow, I have more iron than I thought. Oh, shit. Okay. I have an infinity book? How did I get that? Yeah, all the rest of this shit can stay here. I don't need it. Okay. And then the true misc. Coast armor trim. Smithing template. I don't know what any of that means. I don't even know why I have that. I have a bucket. Oh, I have leftover armor, actually. Let's, combine these. There we go. And none of the pants are low enough. Well, I can swap it out. That's what I can do. And then once that gets lower, then I can combine it with that. Okay. That was actually pretty productive. Alright, off I go. Is that the Necronomicon? I don't know what it is, but I'm afraid to find out. So it's just embarrassing? I mean, sure, but we were friends. We've heard much more embarrassing shit than somebody ghosting you. Hey, remember when we played Toontown for like 12 hours? That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. But nah, sorry to hear that, Peach. Shows we get no bitches. I mean, I don't need bitches. I have Limes. Did Zufio just call Limes a bitch? What the fuck? Hey, you can't do that. Welcome back, Liz. Hope your shower was good. I didn't call Limes a bitch. Fuck you, Liz. Liz, how's Tristy doing? I texted Tristy today about politics, but not very much, just a little bit. I should go back and quote and just say, shows we get no bitches, Peachy, except for Marf, Zufio, in the same quote. So it shows your crimes against humanity. Tristy's fine? Good. Alright, I need to text him more that's not just politics. It's relevant and it's one of our shared interests, but still. Who's a bitch? You? No, we're talking... Liz, I was talking about how Peachy Keen and I played Toontown on stream for 12 hours once, and how that was embarrassing. Then Peachy Keen said it shows we get no bitches, and then Zufio said except for Marf, thereby correlating the fact that I get bitches, correlating the fact that the only person that I got is Limes. Hence, Zufio said that Limes is a bitch. I'm just reporting the news as it comes. And then Zufio's been trying to backtrack as if he didn't say it. SMH. Okay. That's a lot of iron. That's good. Let me drop off my dirt. And my gravel. Oh, you didn't say with that many H's. I mean, that's a little excessive. No transitive property? I'm gonna geometry all over you. Okay. Time to return more stuff back to base. I can also sleep off the night. Let's go. Oh, not the Limes for sure. Oh, yeah, you're gonna mention your other comment at the same time, or are you gonna conveniently leave that one out, Zufio? Things that make you think. God, there's gonna be a lot of trips back to base. That's fine, though. We're having good chit-chat right now. Skirt. That one. There we go. All right, off I go. No selective choicing of words. That was a lot. You're late for a call? Well, you probably shouldn't be late to things. But I appreciate you choosing me to be late for. Fun with the whole, everyone. Thanks, Zoof. We'll talk to you later. Appreciate you stopping by, hanging out. Bye. Polar bear was in the way. Good thing I was able to slide to the right and then slide to the left. Crisscross, crisscross. Who ups this time? care about these runbacks like this, but it takes so much of my stamina, so I have to keep going back for fish. I felt out of the extra cross. Are you missing something? I mean, it should have been crisscross, crisscross. They kind of say it twice in the song, I think. But cross, cross. I don't know what cross, cross is. I only know hot cross buns. Ooh, I like this song. Ha. Whoops. I always forget the one extra stack of cobble I have on me. Alright, let me get some eggs. 14 eggs. Who want them? I got 60 in my fridge. Oh, that's a 15th. Killing it. Well, not yet. Ooh, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more. More chicky-doos. This is fully grown. Okay. Do I have seeds? I do. How many do I have? 23 seeds. That'll make some chicks. Okay. Alright. Hey, guys. I want you to make my game lag, so I need you to eat this. Okay. Okay. That'll do. I think that's all I needed to do while I was here. Nice, another one. Another one. Let me put this away, I guess. Alright. Time to run back yet again. It's a good time to check my phone, though. I'm just running around. Chat, what's something y'all looking forward to in the near future? For me, it's honestly as simple as the fact that I don't have to go anywhere this weekend and I get to stay home. I get to just spend time with Limes in our apartment. Liz, does that post end with the Delta rune? Is that what that post ends with? That chat message? It couldn't possibly be. Let's go. Does that mean you're excited for Chapter 6, or you're excited to play more of your catch-up run you're doing to get your file the way you want it? Because if it's for Chapter 6, I did say near future. Killjoy, it me smile. I finished my watermelon. I don't have any left. I'll have to pee soon because of it, though. Bummer. Get it back. Looking forward to Ocarina of Time. When does that release? That's a remake, right? God, so I have to do 2 more runs back, I think. Because even though I can fit all the cobble there, there's still this I want to send back and some of this stuff. Well, how many roads is it? 3 roads? I might be able to get away with just 1 more trip back and deal with some overflow. That might be the vibe. This year? Okay, cool. This year still, wow. The year's actually getting down there. It's like every year without any sort of change, it's always the fact that the beginning of the year happens, things feel like they're slow, but then it hits April and you're like, whoa, where did the first 3 months of the year go? And then you hit August and you're like, wait, summer happened? And then it takes forever for the rest of the year to go by. I don't know if there's any video game right now. I mean, obviously, I have the Deltarune that I'm like excited for. I also don't have a good idea of what's coming out. So obviously that could change it, but I can't think of anything. I've still only played the one Legend of Zelda game, and I don't really plan to play more. The games are fine, I just don't have the nostalgia. So a lot of the older games are lost on me because of that. I know, Liz, I know. Not to say I never will play another one. I'm just not, like, in the mood to. Lo-fi is also, as always, so good. Very nice background music for Hole. I am also going to do another run of Deltarune at some point. Not on stream though, probably. But I'm really gonna like min-max everything and do a lot of research and stuff and see what I can get myself into. I'm gonna make sure I hit all of the... Oh, Trident? Really? Who's throwing shit? Throw up. Make sure I get all of the flags and everything that could potentially have payoffs in future chapters, even if it might not. Completionism calls me. Stop throwing shit. Hey. Oh, you're on the fucking Nautilus? That's kind of cool, actually. Not gonna save your life, but it's kind of cool. Oop. 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 There we go. Alright, he didn't drop anything, right? Because I don't have space. Okay. Yep. And here. Okay. Just forgot the last stack again. Cool. These tridents messing up my stone chests. Mage. I can go. Need to. Okay. Bum 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 bum. How have we already been going for an hour and 40 minutes, just about? It's absurd, somehow. Ooh, the blue light filter setting into my computer. I forgot. It hit 10 o'clock. So my screen is going to get more orange. Luckily for Minecraft, that doesn't really bother me. But for some games, it hits and I'm like, nope. Gotta turn that right back off. I should be protecting my eyes as much as possible. I'm very glad I have another set of fish waiting for me back at this sub base here. Because I would need more food soon otherwise, and I don't want to have to go get more food. Back to base. Okay. A lot going on here. Let's start simple. Get all the cobblestone. I know I need to bring all this back, except for 1 stack. Because I will need to make pickaxes and stuff. Oh, it's snowing. I hate that. I need to bring back the granite. And then I should bring back a bunch of this stuff. Okay. Let me fill furnace back up with coal. Wow, that was the perfect amount there. Okay. Okay, that's fine. The flint back. I can keep the iron here because I'll be using it. Torch there. Bring the emerald back. Keep the sticks. Bring the gunpowder. Bring this. Bring like a lot of the stuff. I'm definitely just I don't need here. The copper I guess I'll keep because it'll stack up. I guess the flesh will too. It only will take up 1 stack for a while. But I also just don't want to take another trip. So let me. We'd have to clear up 1 more spot, so I can actually bring back. Okay, that's actually fine. Because then I'll just bring back the rotten flesh. It'll take a new. Well, no. Copper ingot. That'll still take a thing for a while. I am potentially getting enough copper for 32 to not be enough. So, bring that back. Off we go! Into the snow! Inventory is very interesting right now. That's what I'm holding. I have string in my left hand and fish in my right hand. I'm just going fishing. I'd be able to sleep again? I don't think this is nighttime. I don't think the storm's dark enough for it to count either. I think I'm just gonna have to walk through it again. We back. Heard eggage happen, so I'll have to go check on that as well. Okay. So that finished that one, so this goes there. Chicken. Buddy, you don't have a job. You don't need to go anywhere. No, your job's kind of just being in the sub-hole of the hole. I guess I should have reminded you about that part of your job description. Anyway. Really don't feel like dealing with the chicken right now, so I'm just going to hope he gets back in eventually. I need to go through... Are you... It looked like he was actually following me for a second. I heard another egg pop. Popped up. Oh, sorry, chicken. Okay. So I have all of this settled. This is mob drops. Gunpowder. String. Ominous... Oh, wait. Those stack? Wait. Oh. They have different bad omen levels? Brother. Okay. Well. Hey, the banner stack. That's actually good. I didn't know that they would. I'm concerned about that. Okay. I do need to also... Bit. There we go. Got granite somewhere. Why are you chirping? Alright. Okay, so the only thing I have left to put away is valuables and true misc. Alright. Okay. Let me make these into blocks, I guess. I feel like there's a good enough number of them. Okay. This is done, actually. Let me... Make some blocks. Okay. Yum, yum. Okay. I can put this in the food chest. Up, up. And then valuables. Nope. Up. Up. All right. Very nice. Okay, we can head back now, and once we get back, we can continue mining. Mining away. Something else in other words, yeah, mining away. Good, we're gonna get back to mining because I've been a little antsy too. Been doing too much running. once we're back, we're still technically going to be in, like, maintenance mode a little bit. Because I need to move my setup a little further down the road. Make it closer to where I'm actually mining. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay. So, let me myself need a pickaxe. Help me move stuff faster. I'm also gonna make a regular axe. I haven't had one of those in a while. Okay. Chest down. The empty one's down first. Okay. Still, take the crafting table. I will break down the ferni. I will take as much of this as I can without clogging my inventory. Actually, I can take these this D and I have these because they stack. Okay. So, how to figure out where I'm going next. I want to go further than where I am. Theoretically, that future-proofs me a little bit. I mean, that's kind of a dangerous spot. I can make my own spot again. I've used this spot before. I must have. Be good. I will only need to make a little bit of room here. Yep. And that. I don't need to actually do it like that. Then this can go up there. This. Future-proof that. Here. Okay. Do this. This. That. Load those back up. Need to load my craft table back up, believe it or not. Okay. I should be able to get everything else back with what I have in my inventory. Second chat. Okay. I should be able to just chop these and figure it out later. Cool. Easy peasy. Oh, I almost forgot my bed. Off we go! It's very nice that after I finish this width of it, I will feel completely comfortable just putting my chests and pickaxes and whatever wherever and not feel like I need to hide it in the wall. But for now, I still feel that compulsion to do so. Keep everything nice and safe. Okay. Okay. Sweets. I'm gonna need more space for dirt soon. Bed, I'm still willing to just kind of in the hallway. Spawn point sets. Those are sets. Let me make myself some iron armor. This how it works? No, that's not letting me do anything. Oh. I'm dumb. I have to do this first. And then I can do this, this, and get all of them. Aha, I remembered. Full iron armor, we're back. Okay. Let me also make an iron sword. I'll start using that. Why bother using the stone one when I can do iron? And I can also make a couple iron pickaxes as well, which is very exciting. I have my leftovers for later for that. Chat, we're back to using iron. It's been so long. It's been many a part since that's happened. I'm gonna need more sticks. Okay. So let's do 2 iron pickaxes, like I said. That felt so nice to do. And then a bunch of stone ones. Okay. Iron back, stick back. Stone there. Organize this. I need my shovels back. That's still gonna be my leftover pickaxe that I keep on. Okay, we'll do that. All right. We have a pretty good setup rock in here, chat. I'm excited. Gonna be able to do some good stuff with this. Okay. Oh, wait, I can actually sleep now. Perfect timing. All right, I have to go backwards to go forwards. Okay. We're back to mining. Let's go. Chat, we'll probably go for another hour or so, give or take. I'm still vibing. I don't have to wake up as early tomorrow because I get to work remotely. So we can vibe longer. You can chit-chat to your heart's content, chat. Right, I'm going to finish this stone pickaxe I'm using, even though it only has a few hits on it. And then that'll make the juxtaposition to the iron feel better as well, theoretically. Got more ads for pillows. Do you need more pillows in your life? Have you been complaining about your lack of pillowness? I feel like you have enough stuffed animals that you'd never run out of pillows if you were really in a pinch. The damn snow I gotta get rid of here, though. I want to take my goddamn durability. Oh, she has neck pain. Let's target her. I mean, low key. Probably looked up enough remedies for that. Oh yeah, how is that one thing going that you got? Are you still using it? The one that was supposed to relieve like the tension and pain? Wonder if that was ever like truly working for you. It's going to be a partial run on this side. Otherwise, because somebody didn't want the marks. That's fair. They are pretty visible, and somebody will think that you've been abused. Was nice. Okay, good. I'm glad that it works. Generally, at least. That's good. I still need to find something like that for me. Not for the same type of problems, of course, but for the fact that my body doesn't want to live. But it's being very passive-aggressive about it. Just saying, just never open your eyes, asshole. Cure all, like slightest fraction less tense. Good. So is that something that you could, like, bring back to a doctor, that information, and be like, hey, how can I do this, but, like, all the time? That sounds like that could be beneficial, but obviously that's a thing. Eh. Alright. Didn't truly answer my question, but I'll take it. You can just do it more regularly. I mean, yeah. I mean, the whole summer thing, yes, yes, yes. Acupuncture? Yeah, I don't know the true, like, listed benefits of acupuncture. Like, is it meant to relieve tension? Is that the, like, appeal of it? You also have no money. I mean, to be fair, to an extent, acupuncture, I would think, would be covered as a medical necessity. You have insurance. Not, you know, again, it's not like a fix all problems thing. It's so nice to have an iron pickaxe again. I'm trying to, like, figure out my proper flow for using it even. If you have a copay, it's like $40 every time. Well, that depends how often you need to do it then. Because if it's once a month, that's, you know, probably manageable. But if it's once a week, then, like, well. So I guess it's one of those kind of things again that it comes down to. Yeah, I've been very blessed with the insurance that I have, where I have $15 copays for everything. For PCP and for specialists. It's 15 across the board for those. Physical therapy, even adding weekly, yes. Are you doing physical therapy still, or is that just you remembering from when you were doing it? Because I didn't think you were still doing physical therapy now. But I also know it's one of those things where for a lot of more advanced, even imaging, they require a good amount of physical therapy to have been completed before they will cover anything. No, you could, but you chose to stop. That was how I did mine, actually, as well. But I actually think the doctor I was seeing at the time, which I'm no longer seeing, I think they were a little money hungry and didn't actually know what to do with me, so they just kept giving me tests that they could charge insurance for. But especially for me, like, I had to not only do the appointments, which were $15 each, multiple times a week, actually. But on top of that, I had to Uber to and from because I don't drive. Scripting recently, don't think it helps enough. That's fair. I mean, yeah, I guess if they, you know, truly could, like, fix you or at least get you closer to it long term, then, you know, it might be worth the investment, time and effort and money and all that. But I can see the hesitation if it's truly not going to show short or long-term results. I'm still just at a point for myself where I'm like, man, I hope I never have to stop taking my my stimulant, because if I do, I don't think I'll be able to function as a human being again, ever. Just need to be in pain, you guys. God. Could you ever, like, go up on the beta blocker? Would that even help? I don't even remember if the beta blocker was for pain or just for, like, the blood pressure and stuff or whatever, the palpitations. It's only for the migraines. Oh, okay. Different pain. Got it. Yeah, because they also considered beta blockers for me briefly. For my, like, nervous system stuff. And they're like, yeah, you're almost like too healthy in the other ways where being on a beta blocker would actually be a detriment to other systems in your body, so you really shouldn't. I was like, oh, well. Yes, perk of helping anxiety, heart palpitations, and apparent tremor. When you say apparent tremor, is that because it's new, or that you didn't realize you were doing it until you're no longer trembling? I can't fully read how that was described. These iron pickaxes run out so quickly. It's so sad. Didn't realize you had a tremor in your hand until then I was like, oh, look at insert the name of it here. Huh. I wonder if it would be worth you having an electromyography done, Liz. Because that would be able to look at nerve damage. It's typically done alongside of a, what is it called? Nerve conduction study. They usually check for nerves and muscles at the same time. Electromyography, actually, that part checks the muscles. It's the nerve conduction study that actually looks at the, obviously the nerves. Because that can diagnose nerve damage, and it can also diagnose some forms of neuropathy as well. Shout out to the Stardew Lo-Fi, by the way. Took me a while to clock where it was from. I need to stop letting myself get too far away from the blocks because they're just falling to the ground and it makes me sad. I want to collect as many blocks as I can. Alright, well, Chad, I hope you enjoy the iron pickaxes, because the two I made are already broken. Being sad. Back to stone pickaxes. Damn it. Yeah, because obviously you don't even remember what the name of the tremor was, but if you have similar things to that, then maybe something more systemic could also be figured out. Not that it would be good to have more wrong, but, you know, potentially more things to look at to fix. I mean, I know you're burnt out. I'm also burnt out on doctor stuff, but still good knowledge to have and to consider. Yeah, one of the next things I have is obviously my next, like, actual doctor's appointment is in March, because that's the soonest they can get me in. But outside of that, I have had the recommendation put to me to see a nutritionist. Because technically, you know, even though that won't help with the base of my fatigue and the cause of my fatigue, it can still help with the management of it. So I might try to do that. But I also have a couple doctors I need to send messages to update them on what other doctors have said. So maybe that's something I'll try to map out this weekend and get sent over to them. I should update my PCP. I should update my pulmonologist because he knows more than my PCP. I should update my GI to let them know that the endo said there's nothing wrong with me. I should also tell the pulmonologist that I want to see if he has any other options for, like, dysautonomia specialists or things like that. So maybe I could see someone before March. Even if it's not the doctor I originally had planned to. Yeah, I'm a combination of burnt out from doctors and also very relieved I don't have to see a doctor for a while, even though nothing has changed and I'm not feeling any better. Very odd spot to be in, and I never could have really expected a feeling like this to happen, so I'm getting new life experiences out of this, I guess. Very mixed feeling. Alright, I'm almost to the bottom of the divot I had to make for this. That's good. Oh. I've also been walking in straight lines in the hills here for so long that whenever I stop, I get the momentum in the eyes thing where it seems like the path is still like stretching on further. That whole like weird effect thing. Almost as if I'm still moving, but clearly I'm not. It's just the walls are making me feel like I am. Not that the walls are, the way my eyes are processing the walls are. Very interesting. I think after stream, I might do another Enter the Gungeon run. I don't have much left to do in Gungeon. The biggest, well, not the biggest thing. The longest thing I have left to do, grindiest thing, is just to complete all of the hunting challenges, which I have several left to do. But I'm at the point with the game where I'm still enjoying it more playing it normally than I would be specifically, like, really focusing on the achievements. So, oh, what the fuck am I looking at here? God. Another one of these that I have to figure out from this side. What the hell was I even saying? Yeah, I've enjoyed Gungeon more playing it normally right now. So, even though I know the enemy I'm hunting for currently in the game does not appear on the first 2 floors, I still feel compelled to start at the first floor and just go. And, I've still been enjoying it. I might start doing, rainbow runs again to get a little more variety into the game for me. And to, you know, pound away at some of the bosses more. The hardest thing I have left is something that technically is supposed to require beating the rat, but there are ways to do it without it that I've been trying to use instead. I need to defeat the advanced dragon, which is the final boss, and you can only get the advanced variant if either you beat the rat and get a specific item that way, or you get that same specific item through other ways in the game. And those ways are very limited. It's usually just like a shop item or a random drop or a chest item or something like that. And so I've only even gotten that item a few times because I haven't done it the rat way. But then even those times, I have only made it to the boss with the item once. And I was able to activate the harder second phase, but I was woefully under-equipped for it, and I was not able to defeat the boss. So I still have that on my list of things I need to do. God, I still have plenty of pickaxes for this right now. I hate when I'm, like, trying to make a good old divot, and I can't do it well because of my equipment. Yo, we got Minecraft Lo-Fi and my Minecraft full stream. Let's go. Everyone take a drink. Believe it or not, Chad, I know a lot of the lo-fi songs now after having heard them X number of times over the past 50 plus parts. Because for at least most, if not all, of the Minecraft whole streams, I've used this exact playlist. All of the songs have come on several times each. Okay. Got any remnants I left over here. Okay. So now this is 98. I want to make sure I'm still on 98 across the board. Ending on 98. It's 97. That's actually one down. Okay. Let me get this to 97 real quick. Everything will go to 97. No, I'm just going to get everything to 96 now that I'm already at the edge of the side. I think that's probably a better use of my time. On to 96. That is correct, right? Yes. Okay. Ending on top of 96. What I'm mining is 97. So, sitting on 96, mining 97. Okay. That one's global. Wow. Okay, so now we're gonna be getting a lot done here, theoretically. Oops, I threw my pickaxe immediately. Good start. Getting a lot done, huh, Marv? Idiot. Okay. Doing this right? Yes. I second guess myself so often. I need to be more sure of myself. See if I get any ore this way too, because it's a few layers down, so I wouldn't have preemptively seen it necessarily. Alright, final row of pickaxes. I feel like this has been such an efficient episode of Hole. I'm going to be completely completely honest with you, Chad. I've gotten so much progress done. I looked and we're only at 2.5 hours as well. So I can do another half hour to hour and still be like done before midnight, which is wild. And it will still feel just as productive. Well, this is less productive. What am I? Oh my god. Why do I? Oop. Let me try to figure this out. My big stupid morph mouth. I may have over inventoried too. No, not that bad. Okay. Looked worse than it is. Jeez Louise. What is with this area, man? Okay, I can just take care of this as is. Powder snow? Wow, it is. I hate that. Okay. Regardless, that is set the way it needs to be. This is not, however. This is just dangerous. Oh, good lord. Multiple zombies. Ouch. You can reach me. Not anymore. Ouch. Yep. Yep. Okay. Well, there's so much emerald here, but luckily I'm not going for that right now. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll take that rotten flesh. I still need to deal with this. I can reach it from here at least, kind of. Ouch. Immediately can no longer reach it from here. That's fine. I can probably dig into this and then grab it again. There we go. Another fish. Yum, 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 yum. Whoop. Okay. Oh, well, that's annoying. Alright, chat. Parkour time. Parkour. Fuck. Trying again. Parkour. There we go. That was much more impressive than the previous attempt. Eesh. Okay. That's a pickaxe. Oh. Okay. Whoop. And whoop. Okay. Okay, and then another layer then. There's more where that came from. Snowballs as well. Alright. Let me clean up any of the blocks I can get from this. Why is this not settled? I figured this would be at this point. Huh? I don't know where this came from. now I have a straight path that I can use to get all the way through to this part. And then this puts me on, which square am I on? I'm standing on 98, so I need to be standing on 96. Boop, boop. And we will continue on. That might be slightly high still, but that's, I can come back for that. Right. Oh, this was the problem I originally was facing. I see now. Well, this still sucks. Okay. I'll dig my way back up. Okay. This is resettled again. I'm standing on 96, so that's the right one. Okay. Now if I can just get this to settle again, then I will be caught back up in that sense. Okay. Getting dark again. I don't like that. Ah, bad. Thank you, iron. Yum, yum. Okay. Anyway. As I was saying, mining noises. Okay. This is 6. I'm just gonna run back now because I'm kind of in the middle of everything. It's nighttime. I'm running out of space anyway, so I'll just, on the very last bit of my stairs, I will just mine another layer of stair on the way down because I have the space and the pickaxes for it. Be the productivity point in each here. Right here, mine down. Okay, dropping stuff off time. Here's the stuff. Let me sleep first, because knowing me, I'll be organizing my inventory until morning and then miss my opportunity to sleep. Okay. Cobblestone, go! And this will be dirt, gravel, granite. We'll start here. And coal. A lot of coal. Flint coal. More of that. Yeah. Okay. We will do more tools. Okay. Need one more shovel. Excuse me, chat. Sneezed the heck out of myself there. We're doing 8, 3, 4. We'll do 5, 6, 7, 8. That. Okay. Back the sticks. Back the rest of the cobble. And I will hope my 5 fish can carry me through this run of it. Otherwise, I'll have to come back early, but it is what it is. I can only be so efficient. Count for so much. Also needed to fix my posture, chat. Posture check. Fix it if it's broken. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. How about them apples, huh? Got 'em. So now, I should be standing 95, breaking 96. All the way across. Make sure this should be fine. On 5, mining 6. Yep. I'm gonna be annoyed when there's another, like, divot cave thing I'll have to deal with. Although I've had to deal with a good number of those today, I've still been able to handle them without major problem. So I am still impressed with myself. On 5, mining 6. Perfect. We're still on the straight and narrow. This very last bit might not be, but it's getting pretty well trimmed now anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Ending on 95. Okay, perfect. Oops, that's a screenshot I'll never use. Cringe. Alright. So it continues. Look how I got some random bones. I knew it was gonna happen again. Gosh darn it. Good night, Liz. Have good sleep-ins. Hope it all goes well. And we'll chat more tomorrow. Okay. Let's see if I need to go further back than that for this. Okay. Yeah, we'll need to go further back than that, it seems. Happens. Yo, is that Ryder? Hi, Ryder. How's it going? Congrats on your 38th pomp. I'm so sorry. Oh no, this got worse. I think I can still handle this, but this got worse. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, this is bad. Okay. Wow, this got real bad. Okay. May not be you? What's that supposed to mean, Ryder? What's that supposed to mean? Won't perceive you? Perception disengaged. Powering down. Right. This is accessible again. Well, this isn't. Okay. A crazy last 2 hours? Oh yeah? What's been going on? What do you got going on, Ryder? Okay. Wow. Floor level, huh? Oh, good lord. That's not a good thing at this point in time. Oh, I need to cover all of this starting soon. Ooh, boy. What's up? How I've been doing? I've been doing all right. Work has been very busy. Stream has been very good, though. Hole has been very entertaining. Been making some very good progress. Although that progress is at risk of being hampered now due to what I am coming up against here. It looks like now I need to fill in this entire gap. So it's a good thing I have a lot of gravel and dirt right now. I will be using a lot of it here, I feel like. Okay. Put away the true non-essentials. And I'll just start by grabbing basically all of my gravel. And we'll see if this is enough to get me through right now. I doubt it. But it's a start. I want to get into here. It's just bad family stuff. Been drawing a lot. Found some fun assets for stream to use. Hell yeah. I'm sorry family stuff's not going as good as it could. But I am glad you have found the silver lining that you've also got some good assets to use now. Anything that sparks the creativity is a good one. And it'll be very nice. Finicking with them last night and earlier today. Hell yeah. Yeah, I have never been very creative, and I've also never been super into art or assets. I've been very, what you see is what you get. I think it's been working for me well enough. I don't think I have any complaints. Just of note. Yeah, this is taking way too much of my gravel. I'm gonna run out of gravel real quick. Minimalistic? Yes, that's a good way of looking at it, yeah. Let me try... No! Bad. No! No! That's not good. Okay. Well. That's the first death in a while. I don't even know the best way to get down there right now. Is there water running that I can reach? There's definitely water down there. I have a stair pattern back here if I can utilize this. Let's see. Will this kill me? No, okay. I think we might be able to get down this way. Oh god, I can't see shit though. Also another drop, I feel like, but I might be able to make it work. Okay. Okay, let's try to figure out what the heck's going on. Put my armor back on. My inventory set a little bit at least. Okay. I have all the gravel back. I don't need the gravel right now because I'm at the bottom level, so we'll use the dirt. That was very unexpected. I need to be careful of how I'm placing gravel. Okay. First things first, we need to get back up. So let's just get back up. And I'll get my bearings from there. Okay. Like nothing ever happened. Let's use the rest of this gravel and then, I guess go back down the way I have been going to get the rest of it with dirt. And I will not play around with it anymore and get cutesy with it, kind of like I was. I wasn't really trying to be cutesy with it, but it still kind of happened that way. Okay. How quickly my gravel gets used up. Sad. Do I read books? Very infrequently. I definitely did a lot as a child, and I still go through phases occasionally. But generally, I do not read a lot of books, unfortunately. Limes, on the other hand, has been getting back into reading much more than I have. And she's been reading books lately. Current one she's obsessed with, PG Keen got her obsessed with. It's Dungeon Crawler Carl. So she's been obsessed with that. And I have a few things I could read. I have, you know, books around the apartment that I've never read, but I've not been super enthused lately for them. A lot of people enjoying that one? Yeah, absolutely. It's been taking the world by storm a little bit. And it's a longer series too, which is nice because there's just a lot of content to take in for it. It's been Limes' experience where she's been getting through the books pretty quick. There's always the next one waiting for her so far. Alright, this was at least a little bit more manageable than it could have been. It could have been a lot worse. I'll have to go back down this way, though, to, oops, reset my pattern. I'm gonna hope I have enough dirt for this now and kind of stick with it and try to stay on the pattern. I really should have a torch in my back pocket, though, for things like this. I'm hoping the total volume of blocks I need is at least close to what I have. I can still get my way back up at the end if I start to run low. Longest book you read took you about 2 weeks. Can't read fast enough because you need to manually, mentally set up the entire stage. That's very fair. Now, I'm a very fast reader, and I can kind of set the scene well enough, but it's just very, simplistic, usually, how I imagine it. Unless it's explicitly stated in the text of the book, I don't really add it to my imaginary setup. Alright, how close are we? Oh, yeah, we're chilling. More than enough dirt left for this. Yeah, but it sucks that I died there. It's been a long many parts since I've died. And I was like mid-20s for level. And I do kind of have a sub-goal, not a sub-goal, a minor goal of this game to have level 100 at some point. I'm just doing a lot of mining and not dying. So setback on that one, but we'll see what we can do to get that ramped back up eventually. Alright. Not without harm, but we have finished getting that set back up. Let me get all my dirt back settled. Okay. Re-engineer my inventory again now that everything's out of sorts. Okay. Now, how am I going to tackle the next part of this problem? Which is the fact that I need to get back up to the top from this angle. So I need to start drilling back up to the mountain this way. I'm going to take this down for my own help there. Alright, off we go back up to the top. Honestly, I think I would read a lot more if I didn't have access to technology so readily. Because, quite honestly, I would just rather be on my phone doing stuff than reading. That's just my current, I guess, take on it, feelings on it. The dopamine hits I get from technology are more interesting to me than the slow burn of a book. Part of that's probably just me having conditioned my brain to work that way from somewhat of a technology addiction. But it is at least interesting. Okay, that could have been worse. We made it back up. Whoa, hello. Hey, buddy. Yep. Oh, another one, huh? We brought the reinforcements, eh? There we go. Okay, so that was that phase, but now I need to get back up even higher. Oh my god, can you guys chill? There you go. Okay. Almost out of fish. How you were as a kid, you'd rather play video games than read a book. Turns out you need to read text to know what you need to do in some games. Yeah, I'm sure that reading books have helped you get better at that as well over time. Okay. So this is somewhat fixed. Reading general true, not just book reading. Yeah, I mean that's why I have still I would still consider myself having very above average comprehension skills. It probably helps that I literally have a career in communications. So I need to have pretty good reading comprehension and literacy in general. Especially to be able to communicate things to other people, not just know it myself. Okay, let me trash these. Let me put those back in my inventory over there. Okay. So we are standing on 93. So that is my new set. I'm trying to get myself back up to 93 overall. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Oh, why are you here? Gone? Oh, yeah. That's fine. Okay. Okay. And it looks like over there is where we start having to take on 2 again to catch back up to where we were. Which is fine, because that means we are indeed catching up one way or another. Okay. Oh. I've never addressed this problem. Well, no time like the present. Gotta have plenty of pickaxes to make this work. I see what I must do, but I did forget that there was still a component of this left in the restructuring here. Okay. Cool. Okay. All right. Let's see the progress happening. I have officially split this mountain though in a way that will require me to treat it as a full split instead of just having a divot in the middle. That is completely fine. That was almost bad. Okay. A very satisfying pattern. So you forgot you wanted to do before you went to bed. Oh no. You gotta remember it as soon as you lie down, Ryder. You know that, right? Well, the light's off, you'll have your covers over your head, and then you'll be like, ah, darn it. That's what always happens to me. I have no clue what the hell I was meant to do. And as soon as I lie down, it's like, oh yeah, that was it. Typically, it's something like taking my meds or something. But luckily, it's not something that takes a long time to do. Or like putting my watch back on if I was charging my watch. Usually things like that get me. That I'm like, sigh. I will decomfort myself for a minute to remedy the situation. I don't know if you wanted to draw, write, or mess with the OBS assets. Yeah, I mean, the assets to me seem like one of the more likely things that you might have been working on still. All three do need to be done before September. Yeah, so in that sense that all of them are still worth your time, I would assume mostly equally. So if you can't remember the drive you had to do one or the other, then you can't go wrong with just starting one and seeing if either it comes to you or worst case, you still made progress. That could still work out. Makes sense to do. Very nice. It won't be scratching the itch of working on whatever you had intended to do, but it's a good compromise, I might say. Whoa. Another little cave. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Okay. Cool. closer to meeting back up around the bottom here. Will be another cave, which will slow down my progress further. But it is what it is. I just hope tonight's not the third night, so I don't have the phantoms coming, because that would be annoying. But I'm kind of in a cave, so hopefully it wouldn't be easy for them to get to me. Okay, there's the cave piece again. This piece has a floor here. Okay, so now I continue up this way with it. Okay, back up here, but that means I need to start clearing this whole section out. Or else I'll have something over my head that I need to deal with. Grab that and scoop. I'm doing this. It shouldn't be too bad. Famous last words. Wow. Okay. There we go. So that mini roof is dealt with. So this still doesn't go all the way to the bottom though, right? That's my current issue. Yes. And it's really not going to, I'm seeing now, until I get through this area. How are you doing that? That's annoying. Come on. Really? Fox not being friendly? There we go. Will do. How many pickaxes do I have? Probably not enough. I'm still gonna try though, I think, to clear as much of this out as I can. Because I need to span that entire gap of worth to get this to clear. I'm just worried that I'll make it hard to get back down for myself, but I don't think I will ever be at too bad of a drop potential, so we'll keep going. Okay, do this to make the next set of stairs. Like, that almost reaches. That's so funny. Okay. Well, that's also not very helpful, I'm going to be honest with you. So I will do this. Get rid of this. Okay, which leaves me here. Means this is still not safe. I need to go one more further in. From here I can go down, dig across. Okay. Alright. Let's get the stairs back in operation. Okay. Now let's get the stairs back in operation. The moon's above me. See the moon? The moon is now no longer above me. I do not see the moon. Yo, Peachy, welcome back. How's it going? We've been making some good progress here. It's not been a sequential progress. So we're not seeing the fruits of labor on the leaderboards yet. But once one domino falls, the rest two shall follow. That'll be cool. I can just stare down for a while. There. I can stare 2 ahead, I guess. Okay, now what are we up to here? Putting dominoes in the hole. I'm kind of just seeing what sticks. I don't think there's anything off limits for a hole putting right now. Trial by fire the whole way around. Okay. This. Add. Continue stairs. I might have enough pickaxe for this. It's not guaranteed by any means, though. Actually, I'm a little better off than I thought. I only thought I had 2 left, but I had 3 left at that point, so feeling a little confident. Just a little bit. Confidence as a treat. Little bit. Okay, still good for now. Still good. Still good. Rid of that. Cool. We already have these stairs, so we can do next one over. Next for me here. Let's see. Let us see. Okay. Good. 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 How close are we getting? Oof. Alright. Confidence is low again. Let's go. At least the sun's coming up. That'll help. Enderman's still down there messing with my whole SMH. Better not be stealing blocks off the hole. Placed every block with a purpose. Okay. Both of these will go, so we'll just take them at the same time. Always got a dirt block. Actually, technically a grass block. Okay. It's all the same level. Alright, just line up from here for now. Fine. Okay, 2 pickaxes remaining. Jeez, this is taller than I remembered. Ruh-roh. No durability. got places to be. Why is this here? Oh, good lord. I de-stared myself again? Brother. Right, you gotta go. Sorry, buddy. Oh, and then it's leading into this next set of stairs. Yeah, this is always such a complicated mess of a system I have to deal with every time. Ooh, lichen. I'm not liking seeing that in my hole. Here now. A skeleton army marching on me. Oh. 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 Yeah. Free bow. Regular bow. Okay. So do I have stair potential now all the way through here? First question. I do. Nothing above me. Good. Then next. What are we doing with this? Is this still usable? For now, at least? For now, yes. Okay. So. These two need to go. And then do this. Okay. There goes back up again. Did not have enough pickaxes to clear this, considering I have one more still, but I don't see it happening. I will brute force it by giving myself a couple more pickaxes, and then once I feel like I'm at a place that's sustainable, where next time I won't be confused out of my mind on what I was doing, then that's when we'll wrap up. I probably have another 15 or so minutes left, chat, give or take. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me so far today. Appreciate y'all hanging out, chatting, vibing, lurking, all the good stuff. Appreciate you greatly. This will be good as like a 3.5 hour part, give or take. Love to see it. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need more of this, so we can just start mining this down. Yeah, this is safe all the way to the edge. Don't think about it too hard yet. Start thinking about it. Okay. Same level it is. Okay. To that, and then go in here. Also same level. Go to that. Okay. Back up we go. Oops. Okay. Alrighty. Basically there. Okay, we might have had enough pickaxes, actually. Hold on. I think if I come back down on this path, it will clear the rest of it. There's nothing above me here, right? No, we're clear. Okay, I might have made this work. Now this is literally just the roof to this. I can just mine this straight down on the way down. Okay, beautiful. That's a full clear on this side. Grab some of these gubs. I want to see what we're looking at on the way up here. If there's anything that's still caught. Beautiful. Thank you, Peachy. I do my best. Constantly under renovation, though. Never content. Alright, zombie. Just don't tell me that zombie's at the ocean. We'll be fine. Or that skeleton. Skeleton might be OSHA. I think it'd be an infraction. Okay. This gets me back to where we were. So then I have to see how far I can write it back this way, though, is the next concern. Ouch. Thanks for the boost, I guess. Okay. That's good. This takes me all the way down. And this side does not take me back up yet. What can I do to this to make it do that? Not looking at you. Don't worry about it. Okay. That's helpful. Is that good enough? No. There's this up here still. Crying out loud. You're gonna give me an emerald right now? Not what I wanted. Wow. Okay, so there's still a lot to clean up here. So let me grab a couple more pickaxes. And we will try to clean this up before we wrap up. Sure. That was my regular furnace, not my blast furnace. Whatever. I'm not in a rush. Alright. Let's cobble away for now. Granite. Gravel. Arrow, bone, bow, coal. Okay. I'll just make pickaxes with this. It doesn't matter if I have some left over, that's fine. It'll just be for next time then. That happens to be the case. For now, I'm gonna keep the torch in my right hand because it could actually give me some good reading light at some point. Get this dirt away. Dirt. Okay. I'll be so sad when I need to go get more food again. Enderman, do not look at me. I'm well equipped, but I don't want to have to use it. Right. Also, don't make me put this staircase any lower, because I don't want to have to figure out how to get that emerald safely. More iron here. That's huge. I'm also at the point where I don't need to conserve iron, truthfully. Okay, so this gets me back to here, so I still need to take care of, this stuff. Let's see how I can best take care of this. There's nothing else above me. Good. Nice point for this. Oops. Now, that's not a problem, though, right? Okay, that's just done now from that perspective. From this outcropping, I need to get this down. Okay, and then this. And this. And just take it down. Let me confirm. Back down this way. From floor level, head back up. I'm gonna keep my eyes above me as well to make sure there's no other overhangs that are a problem. I should have all the overhangs taken care of. I was purposely being careful about that piece of it. Okay, and this is still accessible. I think this might be the beginning of the staircase on this side. We might be back in business. Oh, yeah. All coming together. Very nice. Okay. So when we start again next time, we'll start here again and go back up and through. But we have a new, like, checkpoint, so to say. Because when we get all the way... Running. When we get all the way to here, it resets us back on the floor. Honestly, I'm just gonna get rid of this. And then, I took care of the chasm today because it was in the way. We'll have our next hill in front of us, which is still a part of our original hill technically, but now it's fully split in half. There's no ceiling above me here. And so that will become its own next thing to tackle. This is some beautiful Minecraft engineering, my friends. Okay. Got iron while I'm here. And then I will make that iron into a pickaxe immediately so I remember what I was going to do with it and that it exists in the first place. I had 3 exactly. We can do that. I will leave it in the next spot of my inventory for that. The cobble away. The sticks away. Have my fish. So yeah, we'll be ready to just literally run right back to it and start doing it next time. That is pretty cool. I like how that worked out. Ugh. Oh, can I still sleep? Yes, because I think the phantoms would have actually have been a problem after this. Cool. There we have it. Perfect place to wrap up for the evening. It writes itself, some might say. YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out today. I hope you appreciated all of the content of the whole so far today. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. You know, it helps, technically, eventually, maybe. Either way, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. I love you, YouTube.